Yo, what is up YouTube, man? Today I'm going into the random no squads rec with my 6'4" PG, and we're going to be talking about small guards in the random rec in today's video. If you guys are curious about the build, I have made a video on it, the best 5-out 6'4" PG build, but I'll show you guys at the end of the video the build, the animations I use so you guys can check it out. So starting right off, let me go ahead and say, when it comes to small guards in the random rec, I absolutely do not think that they're necessary. I don't think that they're meta. If you go in with a 6'6" guard, or even like a taller guard, like a 6'8" guard, it can actually work better in the random rec compared to a smaller guard because you're going to be able to do more with a bigger player. Your defense can be better, your rebounding can be better. When people see a small guard in the rec on their team, they're going to think, all right, here we go. It's a guy who's going to shoot the ball, he's going to play no defense, he's not going to look to pass, he's going to dribble for 20 seconds. And a lot of that is true. Whenever you see build videos for point guards, a lot of people are making that three-point shot hunter build. They're not putting any defense on it. They're going super high on the shooting. They might go, 77 pass act. It's because they make that build to be a scoring guard in pro-am, playing with a squad. But that type of build is not really made for random rec. First things first, whenever you play on that type of build in pro-am, you're having a lock guard ball and you're hiding yourself in the corner. In random rec, you can't just leave your matchup. You do have to guard the ball. There's some situations where maybe a lockdown on your team will icon switch and you'll be able to get away with not guarding ball. But for the most part, PGs are guarding PGs. And when you're a small guard, when you got no defense, especially too going up against another guard that has high offense, you're going to get cooked and your teammates are not going to be happy to see that. Another thing too, you have all of this scoring on your build, and in Pro-Am, that is great because the team is relying on you to be the leading scorer. But in Random Rec, a lot of other players want to be scorers too. You can't always be the top scorer on the team. Sometimes you got to swing the rock, as you guys can see. I got the ball out of my hand. I'm not going to get the ball back this possession. I'm not going to get an assist. I don't have anything to show for it. We even missed the shot. But for me to be able to get the shots like I do right here, I have to swing the ball other possessions so the ball is moving. They don't care that, I'm scoring buckets, that I'm getting assists. They're trying to see things like this. I pass it to the guy, he dribbles, he swings the ball. We're playing patty cake, the ball is moving. In Comp Pro-Am, this is something that just doesn't happen. If somebody gets dotted, there's no shot, the ball goes back to the PG. That's not the case in Random Rec. People are going to keep swinging the ball around. Everybody's going to touch it. You're either going to score, you're not going to score. Speaking of scoring, Patty Mills, broken jump shot right there. That is a benefit of the small guards for sure. T-Mac is great, but nothing compares to Patty Mills, and you can only get that on a small guard. You can absolutely be the most offensive player you could possibly be on a small guard. The 6'6s, the 6'6, they can't really compete with a small guard from an offensive standpoint, but that's really what this video's been about. You have all this offense on a small guard, but you're not always going to be utilizing it to its maximum potential. In this video too, I could have showed you guys a gameplay where I dropped 20 assists, but in my experience, that's not going to be the case as PG. Now, yes, I do have games where I get 15, 20 assists. I think I'm averaging 8 assists overall. But there's a lot of games where I dot somebody wide open. They don't shoot the shot. They start dribbling around. Other times, they do shoot the shot. They miss. Other times, I dot somebody wide open. They dot someone else that's wide open who's more comfortable shooting the ball. You're not always going to get all the assists you want, and as a PG, that can definitely annoy you, A lot of PGs feel like, I'm not going to pass to you if I'm not going to get the assist, and that's just a selfish way to play, As a PG, it's your job to get people to touch the ball, no matter, if something like that happens. We miss, we go up with a paint match, it ends up working out this time. Not to mention, one of the worst things that can happen when you're on a small guard is getting iced out of the game. If you're on a 6'6" with defense, if you got a 6'8" with defense, you can rebound, you can kind of play as a shooting guard type player, then it's not the biggest thing in the world. You'll just go off ball, you'll hit some catch and shoots. If you're on a small PG and you got multiple ball handlers on the court and people are trying to bring the ball up and it's not just you 24/7, yeah, you can spot up and catch and shoot, but you're not really utilizing other things. You don't got much defense on the build. You don't really have rebounding. You can't help out other ways. You're best when the ball is in your hand 24/7, and that is absolutely why small guards run the Pro-Am. They're ball-dominant players. In the rec, though, the bigger guards, they're better because they don't need the ball to still be effective. Now, All that being said, you know, whenever things are going good as a small guard, they can really be going good. I mean, you could be hitting threes with the Patty Mills jump shot. On a build like this, I actually have 94 driving dunks, so I'm able to hit threes. I'm able to get contact dunks. I got the 90 pass act, so I'm able to throw dots. I'm still able to play defense. You see, I get a steal right there. I have some good block, good rebounding on this build. I'm able to destroy my defenders because you're playing locks in Pro-Am, in 3v3 stage, things like that. But in Rec, especially too, if the PG's guarding you, they're not going to have that much defense. And when you have an offensive monster like this build, I mean, just look at this. They have no chance to stop me. All I got to do is a simple behind the back into a wide open shot. I can get a bucket whenever I want it. I can kind of make up for my teammates missing some shots, our offense not being too great. But, you know, you do got to be able to get the ball back in your hands. I think good PGs, though, for the most part, aren't going to get iced out by their teams. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you prefer to play with a bigger PG, a 6'6" to 6'9", or do you like having the small guards on your team? Do you play PG in Random Rec? What height do you have? You know, do you have defense on your build? Let me know what you guys think about it. In my experience, playing with small guards as a center is usually the worst time in Random Rec. But that's not because of the build. It's more because of the player. It's more because of the mentality. People that make small guards all offense are usually that type of player. They're just trying to score. They don't really care about doing anything else. If you guys did enjoy the video, if you do want to drop a like and subscribe, of course, I do appreciate it a ton. Like I said, I'm going to show the build and the animations and everything at the end of this video. I'm not going to commentate around it because I'm going to make a separate video talking about it. So, you know, I'll just leave some music playing as you guys look at it, as you guys see. I'll show the jump shot, the dunk animations. If you guys have any questions in the comments, you can let me know and I can answer there. And other than that, man, this is Tonic. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.